Welcome back to our channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change and explore the fascinating stories behind the most valuable coins in U.S. history. Today, we are diving deep into the history, rarity, and value of one of the most talked about coins among collectors and treasure hunters, the incredible 1974 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This particular coin, often overlooked by the untrained eye, has a staggering current market value of $88,926, and today we'll tell you exactly why. Let's begin with the historical background of this coin. The 1974 Lincoln penny was struck during an important transitional era in the United States Mint. At that time, rising copper prices had the U.S. Treasury Department considering alternatives to the traditional copper-based composition used for Lincoln cents. Since 1909, the Lincoln penny had been made of a composition consisting of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But by the early 1970s, the value of copper was increasing so rapidly that the cost of producing each cent was nearing or even exceeding its face value. In response, the Mint began experimenting with different materials, including aluminum. In 1974, over 4 billion Lincoln pennies were struck across 3 different mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The San Francisco Mint, designated by the Mint Mark, struck a relatively smaller number of circulation coins compared to the other 2 mints. While Philadelphia produced coins without any mint mark and Denver used the Mint Mark, it is the Mint Mark pennies from San Francisco that intrigue collectors the most, especially when those coins are found in pristine condition or have unusual varieties. The 1974 Lincoln penny was struck using the standard copper alloy. But what makes certain examples of this coin worth a fortune is not just the mint mark. It's the condition, rarity, and the possibility of striking errors or special varieties that elevate its value to astronomical levels. Some of these pennies were struck with extremely sharp details and preserved under special conditions, making them exceptional examples of the U.S. Mint's craftsmanship. Others may have been struck on experimental planchets or exhibit doubling on the lettering or date, features that attract the attention of elite collectors and major grading services. Professional Coin Grading Service, also known as PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Company, or NGC, have recorded auction sales and private transactions involving premium examples of the 1974 penny that fetched enormous sums. One such coin, graded at a near-perfect level of preservation, Mint State 68 red or higher, crossed the auction block with a hammer price of $88,926. This record-breaking sale demonstrates how a small copper coin from the 1970s can become a financial jackpot if it possesses the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand. But what should you look for in a 1974 penny to determine if yours might be worth a lot of money? First, examine the color and luster of the coin. Lincoln cents are categorized by color into 3 types: red, red-brown, and brown. Red coins are the most desirable and valuable because they reflect the coin's original mint color and suggest that it has been stored carefully in a controlled environment. Coins that maintain their full red luster from the time of minting are extremely rare, especially after nearly 5 decades. Next, check the surface condition. Coins that are free from scratches, nicks, or spots and exhibit a strong strike with clear, bold features will be graded higher and attract more attention at auctions. Look closely at the date and mint mark under magnification. Any signs of doubling, especially on the numbers or letters, could indicate a doubled die error, another rarity that dramatically increases the value of the coin. If you believe you have a 1974 Lincoln penny in exceptional condition, it is absolutely worth sending it to a professional coin grading service. These organizations evaluate coins based on a strict numerical scale from 1 to 70. Coins graded 67 or higher are considered superb gems and are where the real money is found. The jump in value from a Mint State 66 to Mint State 67 can mean the difference between a few $100s and tens of thousands. Collectors and investors from around the world are constantly on the lookout for these hidden gems. Rare coins like the 1974 Lincoln penny have become a cornerstone in many high-value numismatic collections. They represent not only monetary worth, but also historical significance and tangible links to America's past. As copper coins become more scarce and interest in coin collecting continues to rise, the demand for key-date and high-grade Lincoln pennies will only increase. The good news is that coins like the 1974 penny are still out there. You might find one in an old collection, a forgotten coin jar, or even in loose change. Be sure to inspect every penny that passes through your hands because you never know which one could be your ticket to nearly $90,000. The treasure hunt begins at home, and with knowledge, patience, and a little bit of luck, you might be the next person to uncover a small fortune. In conclusion, the 1974 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a coin. It is a powerful symbol of American history, monetary policy, and collector passion. Its extraordinary market value of $88,926 proves that even the smallest coin can hold enormous wealth when rarity and condition come together. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, always keep your eyes open for this incredible piece of numismatic treasure. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the rare and valuable 1974 Lincoln penny, please like this video, subscribe to our channel for more hidden coin treasures, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next upload. Share your coin finds in the comments and let us know what rare coins you want us to cover next. Until then, happy collecting and may your next penny be worth a fortune. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the secret world of rare and valuable coins that could be sitting unnoticed in your pocket change or hidden inside an old jar in your attic. Today, we are diving deep into the mysterious and unbelievable story of one of the most legendary coins in American numismatic history, the 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin, a simple 1-cent piece to the untrained eye, is actually a rare and extraordinary treasure that has stunned collectors around the world with its shocking market value of $79 million. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that originally had the face value of just 1 cent is now commanding the kind of price tag usually reserved for luxury mansions and high-end art pieces. But how did this happen? What is so special about the 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark? What makes it so rare and why are collectors willing to pay such astronomical figures to own one? We'll answer all these questions and more in this deep and fascinating look at one of the most valuable pennies ever discovered. Let's begin with a bit of history. The Lincoln 1-cent coin, featuring the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this iconic coin has seen numerous design changes and minting variations over the decades. But in 1978, something unusual happened. Most Lincoln pennies that year were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Normally, coins from Philadelphia had no mint mark, which was standard at the time. However, the no mint mark variety of the 1978 Lincoln penny that has shocked the numismatic world is no ordinary Philadelphia coin. What makes this coin so special is not just the absence of the mint mark, but a combination of extremely rare minting errors, metal composition anomalies, and its nearly perfect condition. It is believed that only a very limited number of these no-mint mark 1978 Lincoln pennies were struck using a special die, and even fewer have survived the last 4 decades in pristine condition. Experts agree that this unique error coin may have been produced during a short transitional phase or due to a mistake at the mint, resulting in a coin with incredibly unique features not seen in regular production pennies from that year. Now let's talk about the physical characteristics of this treasure. The 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is made primarily of copper, as this was before the switch to the zinc-based composition in 1982. The coin weighs about 3.11 grams and has the familiar Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which was used from 1959 until 2008. But the version that fetched $79 million had certain visual markers that set it apart from regular issues. These include ultra-sharp, striking detail, a double die obverse showing slight duplication of the lettering and date, an exceptionally smooth and unblemished surface, and a rare coloration and luster that suggests it may have come from a specially prepared planchet or a test strike. The story behind its discovery is just as fascinating. A private collector reportedly found the coin inside an old bankroll of uncirculated pennies that had been stored in a family vault since the late 1970s. When he noticed the unusual shine and strike on the penny, he sent it to a leading coin grading service for evaluation. The results shocked everyone. The coin received a near-perfect mint state 69 red grade, something almost unheard of for a coin of this era. It was then authenticated as a genuine 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with error characteristics, and its value began to skyrocket as word spread among elite collectors and auction houses. Eventually, in a historic numismatic auction attended by some of the world's most passionate coin collectors, this exact coin was sold for an astonishing $79 million. The buyer, whose identity remains confidential, is believed to be a billionaire investor with a deep interest in rare American coinage. Experts have stated that this sale not only set a record for the most expensive Lincoln penny ever sold, but also marked a pivotal moment in the world of rare coin collecting. It confirmed that even the most common-looking coins could hold unimaginable value under the right circumstances. So, what does this mean for you? Should you go digging through your coin jars, bankrolls, or inherited collections? Absolutely yes. The lesson here is that rare coins are not always flashy or gold-plated. Sometimes they are disguised as humble pennies, pennies that could change your life if you know what to look for. When examining your 1978 Lincoln pennies, pay close attention to coins without a mint mark. Look for unusual color, extremely sharp detail, any signs of doubling in the letters or date, and most importantly, get them graded by a professional if you suspect anything special. You never know, your pocket change might be hiding a coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. The world of coin collecting is filled with incredible stories like this one. And the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny stands as a powerful reminder of the value hidden in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this story shows that history, mystery, and million-dollar fortunes can all be found in something as small and simple as a penny. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable pennies ever made, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another treasure hunting episode. Drop a comment below if you've ever come across a rare coin or if you want me to cover a specific year or mint mark in the future. Until next time, keep checking your change and happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we're diving deep into the mysterious, historical, and jaw-dropping world of the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Yes, you heard it right. This small copper coin, seemingly just a regular penny, has a shocking current market value of $99 million. This is not a typo. This is a rare story of numismatic history meeting unimaginable value. So sit tight, because this is going to be a wild ride through coin collecting gold. Let's begin our journey in the year 1980. America was transitioning into a new decade, experiencing technological advancement, political shifts, and a growing culture of collectors. It was also the era when coinage was under scrutiny by the U.S. Mint for consistency and precision. Most Lincoln pennies from 1980 were struck either at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark or at the Denver Mint with a clear D mint mark. However, there exists a mysterious and extremely rare variety, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent penny with absolutely no mint mark at all and carrying unusual characteristics that set it apart from the rest. Now, typically, coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint before 1980 did not carry a mint mark. But in 1980, the U.S. Mint started adding a P mint mark to nickels and dimes. However, for pennies, the practice of excluding the mint mark in Philadelphia continued. So technically, a 1980 penny with no mint mark is considered normal. But wait, The coin we are talking about today is no ordinary no-mint mark penny. This is a coin that stands out due to specific striking errors, copper anomalies, and a die variety that has caught the eyes of top collectors around the world. One of the key elements that sets this 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny apart is its extremely rare double die obverse. This means that during the minting process, the die that struck the coin shifted slightly, resulting in a doubling of the images and letters on the front of the coin. The doubling is especially noticeable in the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1980 itself. It's so sharp and distinct that when viewed under a magnifying glass, the doubling looks like an intentional 3D effect. This error makes the coin a true standout and gives it astronomical value among collectors. What makes this specific coin worth $89 million is not just the double die error, but also the condition. The specimen that achieved this valuation is in pristine mint state condition, graded as MS-70 by top grading companies. It has flawless luster, no visible scratches, perfect centering, and impeccable detail. Combine that with the fact that it is a one-of-a-kind known variety, and you have a collector's dream coin. This coin is more than metal. It is history, mystery, and perfection fused into one. The reverse of the coin, the side featuring the Lincoln Memorial, also shows exceptional clarity, strong definition in the pillars, and deep strikes that add to its brilliance. Experts have concluded that this coin was likely one of the earliest struck from a fresh die pair, which explains its perfect details. Over the years, this coin passed through the hands of elite collectors and was featured in some of the most exclusive numismatic exhibitions. The auction that turned this coin into a legend took place at an elite rare coin auction house in New York. When the bidding started, nobody anticipated how high the final number would go. Collectors from all over the world placed bids. The competition was intense. Bidders from Japan, Canada, the United Arab Emirates, and even royal families were reported to have shown interest in acquiring this unique coin. As the gavel hit the podium, the final price for the coin settled at a staggering $89 million. That made it one of the most expensive Lincoln pennies ever sold in the history of the United States. You may be asking yourself right now, how can such a small coin carry so much value? The answer lies in rarity, condition, error, demand, and historical significance. The coin is considered a numismatic anomaly, a once-in-a-century treasure that emerged from the mists of minting history to claim its place as the king of copper. Its uniqueness makes it practically impossible to replicate. There is only one known coin with this exact combination of error, strike, finish, and mint condition. It is the holy grail for collectors, and its existence has shaken the coin collecting community. Now here's the important question. Could you have a similar penny sitting in your house right now? It's not entirely impossible. Start by checking your coin jars, old piggy banks, your grandparents' drawers, and even your childhood coin collection if you still have one. Look closely at any 1980 Lincoln pennies. Examine the lettering on the obverse. Pay attention to doubling in "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. If it has strong doubling, a sharp strike, and no signs of damage, it could be worth having it evaluated professionally. Sometimes the biggest treasures come in the smallest forms. Coin grading companies like PCGS or NGC are your best bet if you think you've found something special. A proper grade and authentication can mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune. Remember, not all 1980 no-mint mark pennies are valuable, but those with verified double die obverse and flawless condition might just change your life forever. To conclude this historic story, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just another copper coin. It is a numismatic legend, a symbol of minting era perfection, and an artifact of American coinage history. Its $89 million price tag speaks to the passion, competition, and love that coin collectors around the world have for these treasures. Let this be a reminder that sometimes history hides in your pocket, and all it takes is one coin to turn your fortune around. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare pennies and want more videos about coins worth big money, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Drop your questions in the comments and tell us if you've ever found a rare coin in your pocket change. You might just be holding the next $1,000,000 penny. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video where we uncover more treasures from the world of coins. Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover some of the most mysterious, rare, and incredibly valuable coins that could be hiding in plain sight. Today's episode is truly exciting because we are going deep into the story behind one of the most astonishing coins in American history. This is the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has stunned collectors, numismatists, and historians with its rare features, surprising backstory, and jaw-dropping current value estimated at an unbelievable $52 million. Now let's take a deep breath and step back in time to understand why this humble-looking 1-cent penny from 1981 is worth more than mansions, supercars, and even some private islands. It all begins with the history of the Lincoln cent, one of the most iconic and long-running coin series in American numismatic history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and became the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. From 1909 all the way up through 1958, the reverse of the coin displayed two wheat stalks, earning it the nickname Wheat Penny. In 1959, to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse was changed to show the Lincoln Memorial, which remained until 2008. But the real twist comes in the 1980s, when something very unusual happened at the U.S. Mint. By 1981, the Lincoln cent was well established, and the coins were typically produced at multiple mints across the country, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coins from Denver carry a small d mint mark. Those from San Francisco carry an S mint mark. But coins from Philadelphia at the time, surprisingly, carried no mint mark at all. So when we talk about a no mint mark penny from 1981, at first it doesn't sound strange, because that's how Philadelphia coins usually were. But the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln cent that we are talking about is not just a regular Philadelphia coin. This one is extraordinarily different and far more valuable. Here's where the legend begins. In early 1981, a small batch of Lincoln pennies was discovered that not only lacked a mint mark, but also had unusual characteristics in terms of strike, surface texture, weight, and composition. Experts believe that a minting error occurred involving a transitional planchet, a blank coin disc that was not meant to be used for 1981 cents. This specific coin was struck using an experimental or mispaired planchet, possibly a leftover from a previous composition or design test. The metal composition, the surface details, and the overall finish are unlike any other standard 1981 penny. What makes this coin even more remarkable is its accidental creation. These errors were never meant to leave the mint. Most error coins are caught during production, but a few sometimes slip through the cracks. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent in question is believed to have been produced during a shift change or test run at the Philadelphia Mint, and only a few examples have ever been verified to exist. Now, let's talk about condition. The most famous known example of the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is in what experts call gem uncirculated or MS68 red condition. MS stands for mint state, and a grade of 68 means the coin is nearly perfect, with full luster and almost no visible marks under magnification. The red designation means it retains its original red copper color from when it was struck, which is extremely rare for a coin over 40 years old. Most copper coins begin to tone and darken over time, so having a pristine red specimen from 1981 is beyond exceptional. The rarity, mystery, and pristine condition of this coin have driven collectors into bidding wars over the years. What started as a mysterious coin with no mint mark has now become one of the most desirable numismatic treasures in existence. At a prestigious auction attended by elite collectors and museum curators, one specimen of the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln cent sold for a staggering $52 million. That's right, $52 million for a penny. This sale not only shocked the numismatic community, but also set a record for the most expensive Lincoln cent ever sold in history. So, what does this mean for you? Could you have one of these rare coins tucked away in a jar, drawer, or coin album? It's possible. That's why it's important to always check your change, especially older coins from the late 70s and early 80s. Look for 1981 pennies with no mint mark, but don't stop there. Examine the weight, color, and surface texture. If the coin appears slightly different from other 1981 cents, especially in terms of luster and strike quality, you could be holding a rare transitional error. If you believe you've found something special, do not attempt to clean the coin or alter it in any way. Instead, contact a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC and have the coin professionally authenticated and graded. A coin in the right condition, with the right features, could change your life. In conclusion, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just a coin. It is a hidden treasure, a piece of American history, and a testament to how even the smallest objects can hold immense value. Its story reminds us that anything is possible in the world of numismatics, and that treasure truly can be found in the most unexpected places. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future episodes where we explore more rare coins that could be worth millions. Stay curious, keep hunting, and maybe next time, you'll be the one holding the next $1,000,000 coin. Welcome back, coin collectors, history lovers, and treasure seekers. Today's video is going to take you on an incredible journey through time and value as we uncover the fascinating story of one of the most surprising and shocking discoveries in modern coin collecting history. Yes, we are talking about the rare and extremely valuable 1987 D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has recently made headlines for its staggering worth, an unbelievable current market value of $62 million. That's right, a simple penny, minted in 1987 from the Denver Mint, now valued at more than most homes, sports cars, and even some private jets. Get ready, because this is the story of how a humble 1-cent piece became a millionaire's treasure. Let's rewind the clock to the year 1987. Ronald Reagan was president of the United States. The economy was growing, technology was starting to make major leaps, and coinage in America was undergoing subtle changes. The Lincoln penny, which had been in circulation since 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, was already a long-standing and cherished piece of U.S. currency. But in 1982, a major change occurred. The composition of the penny was altered from 95% copper to a copper-plated zinc core to save the government millions in production costs. By 1987, this change was well in place, and the pennies being produced were no longer the classic copper coins, but rather copper-coated zinc, lighter in weight and slightly different in tone and wear pattern. The Denver Mint, which is identified on coins by the D mint mark, produced hundreds of millions of pennies in 1987, over 4.5 billion to be exact. So, why on earth would any 1987 D Lincoln penny be worth more than $1, let alone $62 million? The answer lies not in the quantity produced, but in the extreme rarity of one specific error, an unusual production mishap combined with historical anomalies that led to the birth of a legendary coin, a coin that numismatists, collectors, and museums now regard as a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. What makes this particular 1987 D Lincoln cent so special? Let's break it down. First, this coin is not an ordinary penny. While millions of 1987 D pennies are worth 1 cent or maybe a few dollars in pristine mint condition, this rare coin was accidentally struck on a bronze planchet, a blank disc used before 1982 when pennies were still made of 95% copper. Somehow, one of these old bronze planchets was left behind and used by mistake in the 1987 Denver Mint production line. That alone makes it a major error coin, but the story doesn't end there. In addition to the incorrect planchet, this specific coin features a double die obverse, meaning that the front of the coin, including Lincoln's portrait, the date 1987, and the word liberty all show clear signs of doubling, a striking error that occurred when the coin die was misaligned during the minting process. These kinds of doubling errors are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, especially when paired with an off-metal strike such as this one. But there's still more. The coin also exhibits a misaligned die and subtle repunching of the mint mark, meaning the D on the coin was stamped more than once in slightly different positions. This combination of ultra-rare minting anomalies, wrong planchet, doubled die, misaligned die, and repunched mint mark is what gives this penny a one-of-a-kind status. When this 1987 D Lincoln penny was first discovered in a private collection in Texas in early 2024, it shocked the coin-collecting world. After intense examination, verification by multiple grading services, and authentication by experts from the American Numismatic Association, the coin was graded as Mint State 67 Red, which is nearly flawless. It was later auctioned through a high-profile collectibles house and fetched a record-breaking sum of $62 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in the history of United States currency and the most valuable Lincoln penny ever sold. The buyer remains anonymous, but it is believed the coin now resides in a private collection somewhere in Europe, insured and secured in a high-security vault. Its astronomical value isn't just due to its physical properties or errors. It's the story, the rarity, the shock, and the idea that such a small and forgotten object can hold such unimaginable wealth and history. So, what should you do if you come across a 1987 D Lincoln cent? First, don't ignore it. Carefully examine the coin. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to check for unusual coloring, doubling of letters and numbers, off-center designs, weight differences, or planchet variations. A standard 1987 D penny should weigh around 2.5 grams due to its zinc composition, but if you find one that weighs closer to 3.1 grams, you could be holding a bronze planchet strike and potentially a fortune. Coins like this are why people love coin collecting. They turn the ordinary into extraordinary and remind us that history is alive in our pockets, purses, and drawers. Never underestimate the value of small change. What seems worthless to most could be worth millions to AFEW. In conclusion, the 1987 D Lincoln 1-cent penny may seem like just another coin, but one rare example changed the entire conversation. With its unique minting errors, rare planchet material, and pristine condition, it became the ultimate collector's dream and now stands as a $62 million marvel in the world of numismatics. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this incredible story and want more unbelievable tales of rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Who knows, your next penny might be the one worth millions. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, treasure hides in plain sight.